Welcome to the podcast. We have Gigi Indigo bringing her natural goodness on divine love, sharing her deep wisdom and experience. And we wanted to get the ball rolling with the question, what is love?
What is love? What is love? Love is simply the connection to the heart and to all of, from the heart to all what is.
Mm-hmm.
So love is kindness, devotion, respect, eagerness.
Okay.
These are statements that represent love, true love.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference between love and divine love?
Well, if love is true, it is divine. So if it truly comes from the heart, then it is connected and it's on a very high vibration. Yeah. But it is confused sometimes in this time of life. Love has been really confused for a long time, actually. And real love, true love, has been forgotten in this time.
How was it confused and forgotten?
It was something that from the beginning of humanity coming here on earth, we had the choice to choose for true love and connection with the divine. And it was also a choice to not choose for that, but choose for something what was more appealing to the mind. And
so it's not possible to experience love in your mind?
It is possible to experience love in your mind, but it is often not divine love or true love. So of course, if your mind is in tune with your heart, it comes from a very divine place. It comes from a place of true love. But if you're if you love from something that you have learned, or what you think this is love, or what you think this is often happening in this world at the moment, to, for example, think that this business model is love, or think that this person that I truly love you, what sometimes it's just, oh wow, you're a nice person, and there's a lot of confusion sometimes, because sometimes people think you are a nice person and you can give me this and this and this, and that is why I love you.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the mental aspect of maybe they're filling a gap, and that sensation of fulfillment is a replacement for love. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's right. Often there's something that people are thinking, this is the right person for me because he has the right image, he is where I was looking for, because this person has a good job, looks good.
So it ticks all the boxes. Okay, in today's day and age, how can we find a balance where, we can still have that heart-to-heart connection that satisfies the soul needs, but also having that person who ticks the boxes, that makes you go, okay, I feel safe and secure in the trusting this person, because I know what they can bring and I know what they can do, but I've also got that connection in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really beautiful if you can truly choose from your heart and find a person that is the perfect match for you and tick all the boxes from your heart. So that is the perfect match.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the perfect match.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the heart, that's divine love. But what are all those boxes? You know, are they created by the mind or are they created by the heart?
I'd say a lot of it would, society and the constructs and the concepts of what we think we need to be secure, because most people are actually looking for security, and that's why they'll have these, lists of what their wants are, what their needs are, and their boundaries. So how can someone find that person, thing, or experience that they truly love and get the fulfillment, mind, body, and soul?
How can somebody find that person? It's simply just being and opening up yourself for the divine to work through. So you cannot find that person, you cannot look for that person. That person will come to you at the right time.
Beautiful.
And in the right place, and you will feel it. You will feel that it is that person.
So the divine comes to you once it's worked through you.
That's right. Whenever you live it and whenever you're ready for it, for that chapter of your life, it will come to you in beautiful ways of unconditional love, abundance, and freedom. You know it. Realness.
Yeah, real magic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, for someone who hasn't really been able to open up to true divine love, what are some steps that these people can take?
Meditation.
Yes.
Connecting with their true higher self. And also inviting the divine to work within their hearts and to work within their minds.
Okay.
And even communicate for their desires. If you desire to have true love in your life, to communicate in a meditation with your higher self, to ask for that in your life. And not even to, like, I can call it your higher self, but you can also ask it to the divine.
Yeah. You can call it whatever you like, really.
You can call it whatever you like.
Yeah, just a place inside of you that has a deep wealth of wisdom. Yeah.
And that is connected with all that is.
That is connected with all that is. And the interesting thing about that is often all that is not in our head. It's not our thinking, or it's not our mind, I should say, but it's our heart.
Yes.
The center of it all.
The center of our being.
One thing I really think would be good for people to know is how to meditate, because that's the first thing you said. Okay, yeah, meditate if you want to experience true love. Well, a lot of people struggle with meditation. So what are some simple steps for people to be able to meditate?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question and a really good guideline. Meditation is a form of simply being and breathing, just getting in touch with the present moment and really become home within yourself. So taking a moment for yourself, it doesn't matter where that is, to breathe and really sink into the center of your being, observing your whole self. You can feel it, you can feel yourself sinking into the deepness and sinking into your body, and then you can observe yourself from a higher perspective, from a helicopter view, and you can observe what is going on into your being. So, and this,
for someone who's never even thought about meditating, what could they do? So yeah, they sit and they be and they breathe, and then they're just flooded with thoughts, they're flooded with memories, to-do lists, worries, doubts, whatever. What can they do to, return to being and return to their center? Yeah, what are some methods that they can actually remember true love?
So meditation, it's all about becoming aware about the true self and about what is going on within our beings, and to filter through everything that is not serving for the highest good. So yes, often by awareness we can feel that we are overwhelmed, because there are so many things that we suddenly see within ourselves, what we didn't see before. And this will always be a part of meditation, but to filter through the bullshit, so to filter through the mind, is to ask guidance and connect with the Creator. And to ask the Divine Creator to communicate and to truly receive messages about what is real, what is from our heart. And to show us in life, by signs or through other people, if this was the true answer, what needs to happen. So meditation, short, it's first coming to yourself. That's step one. Find a place to really, really sink into yourself and breathe and get connected with the center of your being. Then from step two is to connect with your higher self and to basically observe your whole being about what is going on. And step three is to communicate with, invite to communicate with your higher self or with the divine. And really invite the Divine Creator to work within your heart and within your mind, and to show you what is the right way. To show you through life, through signs, signals, to a voice that is talking to you, what comes from a very pure place, what calls intuition. Yes, and you will recognize that voice. There's many voices in the mind all the time. But if you receive an intuition, you can feel it in your whole being that this is the direction where to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's like the voice of love, intuition.
The voice of love. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and the voice of love. Definitely the voice of centeredness, the voice of the heart. That's intuition.
Yeah. Yeah. The intuition is the inner tutor, the inner teacher, the compass.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, coming back to divine love, it's really getting connected with your own heart in all situations in life.
It's like asking the question, what would love do if love was like a really amazing human being, you know? Like sometimes I like to reflect on situations in my life and I go, what would love do in that moment? What I mean by that is like sometimes I picture, like I personify love and I imagine it's just a human being who's just like the most epic human on earth. And I think, what would love do? You know?
Yeah.
And that's something that we can ask ourselves. Like, I mean, we don't all have to have a personification of this character called love, but we can ask ourselves, if we were all loving and if we were in a place of love right now and remembering true and divine love, what would that be like? What would I do if I was that loving character?
That's right. That's all coming back to your own center, to your own heart. In every situation in life, in connections with people, in connections with businesses, in connection with all that actually comes on your way. If you truly tune in from the heart, you will know if this is the right thing to do for you, or if this is... Sometimes you can be involved in a business or in something that feels really good to be involved in, and it's beautiful, like a job or a project or anything. But then suddenly something happened and it doesn't feel right for you in your heart. And then to be able to speak up for your truth and not be misled by a structure of that business model or a structure of how love would look like for society, or if something inside of you from your heart doesn't feel right, really honor that and speak up for that truth, because that really will guide people back to their center and back to true love. And
when we speak from our heart, we always hit the mark.
That's correct.
It can only be heart to heart.
Yeah.
If we speak from ours, if we speak from our mind, we also speak to others' minds. They hear it in their minds. So.
Correct.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean that it's always accepted if you speak from your heart.
No, it can actually trigger people.
It can be really challenging, and it's often not accepted. Often it creates
Disturbance, yeah.
Disturbance. But if people are ready for unconditional love and divine frequency, they will receive it, and they will do something good with what they have received.
Yeah. Yeah, when we talk of divine frequency, now frequency is another word for feeling. When we're talking about divine frequency, what do people actually feel in that experience?
Realness, connection, something what is, it gains energy, it fulfills, lightness.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, great. Well, is there anything else you would like to share about divine love and true love?
I feel like we've been going over a lot of beautiful things. So a good explanation about divine and true love. And I'm happy that we had this little coming together in the late evening and have this beautiful conversation, be creative and capture that moment. So thank you very much for doing that.
My greatest pleasure.
The goodness wave.
The wave of goodness.
Yeah.